Hey, welcome to X3, One Topic, Three Pundits. I'm your host, John C. Dvorak, and pundit number one. Pundit number 2 and 3 are Joe Engo and Andrew Eisner, and we're here to discuss the fact that I guess it was an event of some sort, another one that we weren't invited to. Were you invited? I don't think so.
Why do you jump to that conclusion?
Because you're on this show.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Another event we weren't invited to where Marissa Mayer, the comely executive of Google, met and sat on perches with Lady Gaga and discussed, I don't know, what did they discuss? What could they discuss? But apparently Google wants celebrities, I guess, and they want them now, and they want them in that new Google Plus thing.
Sure.
Now this,
well, but celebrities are a little bit concerned about it right now because they need some sort of verification saying this is really that person. William Shatner signed up, and
they kicked him
off. The first
off.
time he said hello, he was booted off.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not William Shatner.
Yeah, exactly. And he complained about it on Twitter, and they immediately reactivated.
Yeah, so
his
they're all
account,
screwed. First of all, Twitter itself was not celebrity oriented for at least a good 2 years. It took a long time before people started warming up to Twitter, and then it became a big rage in Hollywood. But it took a while, and it was organic. It happened naturally. I think Google coming out with this gimmick, and Gaga and Meyer, Google Gaga. I think there was
Goggle.
I think a gaggle of Google Gagas.
Yeah.
There we go.
Anyway, I think that this was pushing it.
That's why you don't get invited to
I think it's like pushing it. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't be telling people what they should be doing with something like this. It's a social network. It's not something that you
Well, you got to market it. You got to draw more.
Is that
people
marketing?
in,
You think, or is it just
of course,
annoying?
It's a gimmick. It's getting people in
It's
there.
already annoying to me
Because
that
a lot
they
of
would do
people are
this.
just obsessed with every single thing that celebrities are doing every second of the day. Whether they ate a ham sandwich for lunch, they just want to know that.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It's a
I don't understand
sad
why,
commentary.
but yeah, I totally agree on that.
Yeah.
It's usually a cheese sandwich, by the way,
Oh, got it.
when it's online. I don't know. Is this Google Plus thing? Are you on it yet? Have you? tried it?
Yeah. I'm on it. It's nice.
What's
I
your
like
name?
it.
Are you following me?
Well, everybody
You follow
uses
me?
their
You
own name.
following me?
That's the thing about
John C. Dvorak, follow me.
Okay, put you in my circle.
Put me in a circle of
Which circle do you want to
the
be
jerk circle.
in? Okay.
That line, we get
got
mileage with that one.
Yeah. I think, is there room for another big, social network? Is there room for another Facebook? I don't know. I mean, they're up to what, 10, 20 million now? They got a long ways to go.
Oh, they got a really long ways to go.
Can they force it, as you say? I don't know.
I mean, it's pretty quiet on there. I mean, I have probably about 60 followers now, or 60 people I'm following. I have way more followers, but and it's quiet. Nobody really logs onto it ever.
I see that loaded with stuff.
Well, that's because you follow everybody. I mean, I'm talking about just like my friends and people who are not necessarily in tech, and they're just not using it. They're not interested.
The thing is, how many hours of the day do you have? I mean, I haven't even read a novel in the last year or two. I mean, who's got time for all this stuff?
Do you ever look at this thing, this Google Plus thing?
I did. I was on. It was interesting.
Did you say hello? Did you say hi, I'm Andrew?
I didn't start a hangout.
Well, do you have a Gmail account that you use regularly?
Yeah.
Okay, so you should see the notification.
Oh yeah, I do. It's on there. I check it out. I read. It's just like, I mean, you read cute things from everybody.
It looks like a giant blog. It's like,
Exactly.
essentially, to me, it's Twitter on steroids.
Yeah.
Because instead of having the 140 characters or whatever it is, it's 140, 144, I can never remember.
140.
Anyway, the 140 characters limitation, and you can't put anything in there except just some writing. This has got like long essays. When I was a kid, and put pictures in there, and there's a bunch of animated GIFs, people running the cars, cat going back and forth, mailbox opening and closing.
But it also has the advantage of not just posting everything public. You're posting it to specific circles if you want, or publicly.
Yeah. So speaking of social media, there was a rumor actually a week or so ago that Microsoft, there was a leaked.
Oh yeah, you wrote about this.
I think that was purposely leaked, without a doubt. Oh, come on, that's Microsoft. They do that all the time. Guaranteed they've been working on a social network for a long time. There has been a rumor for a long time they've been working on it.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Microsoft
time,
has
meaning longer than 2 weeks. I mean, they saw Google
Well,
Plus.
no, they've been working on it for a while.
Yeah.
But as soon as Google Plus came out, they said, okay, now we need to start copying all these features because that's how Microsoft operates. They don't innovate, they just imitate.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Microsoft Spaces?
I
Was
don't
their
know.
blogging system? They were going to be like Blogger.
Yeah, I don't know. It's probably just another one of their shiny objects that they chased after, and it died. A
I
week
think it was
later.
Spaces. Is that the name?
I don't
Nobody even
remember
remembers.
Spaces, no.
That's terrible.
It
isn't
sounds familiar, but yeah.
And so this is going to be, or the code name is Tulala, which is I guess.
Well, you're from that. You're familiar with that whole Northwest culture, right?
There's a lot of Indians up there.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way,
Right.
and they're all in different little tribes, and they have different management styles and different casinos. And a couple of them would go like, "Wow!" I mean, these guys are organized, and some of them are just like anything else. So,
I mean, there might be space for 2 Facebook style, sites, but there is definitely not room for 3.
Well, here's
no
the thing.
way.
If you questioned whether or not Google had sort of the right company culture to create a successful social media site, I mean, you got to really wonder about Microsoft.
right. And
Well, I love your quote about being a Google Plus killer. I love that quote.
Google Plus killer. Yeah, that's a good one.
Wow.
This is going to be a Friendster killer. So, all right. Well, we'll keep an eye on that, and Marissa Mayer and Lady Gaga. You've been watching X3.